Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we learn how to work with a Gibbs reactor in DWSIM. In this tutorial, we'll define an equilibrium reaction, we'll simulate a Gibbs reactor, and we'll also calculate the percentage conversion of the reactants. For this simulation, we'll be using the following example. The property package is Raoult's law. The reaction temperature is 225 degrees Celsius. Carbon monoxide reacts with water in order to yield hydrogen and carbon dioxide, and the following process parameters will be used. First, let us open the DWSIM application. Click on Create New for a new steady state simulation. Click Next to continue. Now from the given list of chemical compounds, let us search and select the compounds required for the simulation. All the compounds have been selected. Click on Next. Now from the available property packages, select the Raoult's law and add the property. Now click on Next. Finally, select the system of units as C5 and click on Finish. Now let's introduce a material stream and change the name of this stream to Feed. Now change the flash algorithm to nested loops VLE, and under the stream conditions, select flash spec as temperature and pressure TP and change the temperature value to 225 degrees Celsius. The pressure is 1.01325 bar and the mass flow is 3600 kilogram per hour, so we need not make any changes there. Now go to the compound amounts tab and change the value of the mole fractions of carbon monoxide to 0.5, water to 0.5, hydrogen and carbon dioxide to 0. Now click on Accept Changes and you can see that the total is equivalent to 1. Now let's define the equilibrium reaction. For that, go to the Settings menu. Under the Reaction tab, click on the Add Reaction and select the equilibrium reaction. First, let's name this reaction to water-gas shift reaction. Now, under Include, select all the compounds and set the base component as carbon monoxide. Let's enter the stoichiometric coefficients of all the compounds according to the reaction. Carbon monoxide is -1, water is -1, hydrogen is 1, and carbon dioxide is also 1. So click on Balance and you can see that the reaction has been balanced. Now under the equilibrium reaction parameters, set the bases as fugacity and change the phase to vapor. Now we know that the equilibrium constant K equivalent can be calculated using 3 methods. In this simulation, we'll calculate the K equivalent from Gibbs energy of reaction. So select Calculate from Gibbs energy of reaction option. Once that's done, click on OK and you can see that the equilibrium reaction has been defined. Now close the window and let us introduce a Gibbs reactor. So under the Reactors tab, drag and drop the Gibbs reactor and we shall give it 2 outlet material streams and 1 energy stream. Change the name of one of the outlets to vapor product and name the other outlet to liquid product. And the energy stream to energy. Now click on the Gibbs reactor and let's connect all the streams to the reactor. First, select the inlet stream as feed, outlet stream 1 as vapor product, outlet stream 2 as liquid product, and the energy stream as energy. Now under the calculation parameters, select the calculation mode as define outlet temperature and the minimization method as calculate reaction extents Now enter the outlet temperature to 225 degrees Celsius as given to us in the question. Now go to the Compounds tab and select all the compounds. Once that's done, go to the Elements tab and click on Add Element, and we'll be adding 3 element boxes. Now let's enter the first element as H, which stands for hydrogen, the second element as O, which stands for oxygen, and the third element as carbon, which stands for carbon. Now we know that there are no hydrogen atoms in carbon monoxide. So under the carbon monoxide column, hydrogen will be 0. In water, there are 2 atoms. Similarly, hydrogen is 2 and carbon dioxide is 0. So let's enter all the values of the elements. Now, once the values have been entered, click on Save Changes. And now let's run the flow sheet. So click on the Solve flow sheet. You can see that the streams have changed color from red to blue, which means that the flow sheet has been successfully run. Now scroll down and you can find the results, the heat load, the initial Gibbs free energy, the final Gibbs free energy, and we also have the extent of the reaction, which is almost 72.15 kilomole per hour, and the conversion rates of both the reactants, carbon monoxide and water, each possessing 92.24%. You can also check the mole fractions of the products by selecting the outlet streams. Now let's insert the master property table. For that, go to the Insert tab, click on Master Property Table, double click on this box and select all the material streams and the properties that you wish to be displayed on the flow sheet. Once you close the window, you see that a table has been generated right next to the flow sheet. So we have successfully come to the end of the tutorial. To summarize, we defined an equilibrium reaction, we simulated a Gibbs reactor, and we also calculated the conversion percentage of the reactants, which was equivalent to 92.24%. You can repeat the simulation using the following example, and I hope this video was useful to you. Thank you.